Quick review, 8.2 out of 10. Forager's a very fun game, actually, when you get into it. It's a game about mining and building and harvesting and just taking out the land and really ripping it apart. It's like any good industrialist, really. But it's what you do with all of these materials that you collect and harvest over time that really matters. You can use them to build some forges that can help you smelt some of the iron that you've gotten from the various rocks. You can also smelt some of the gold, and you can use this to make coins. These coins later allow you to purchase more islands that are off of your adjacent one, where you can begin the capitalistic terraforming anew, trying to reap and sow and harvest the benefits from the land as you see fit. Each of these islands, in general, has a unique mechanic and a unique biome to go with it. There's the grassland, there's the skeletal place, there's basically hell, and then you've got happy-go-lucky snow time, where beautiful butterflies and crystals spawn. And again, as I mentioned earlier, it is super fun when you unlock one of these islands that it has something unique going on with it. Either be it a puzzle or some new enemies to conquer. It definitely gives you that feeling as you play of, I just want to go one more island, so let me grind up some more of this meme money. And I do say grindy because it does take a long time to work your way up to sufficiently good pickaxes to start getting the little knickknacks that increase your movement speed and your attack speed. So expect to put a lot of effort into the game in the beginning before you start seeing some real reward. But again, with that said, the reward towards the end of the game is very fun because you start to feel the beginning effects of being powerful, of seeing your upgrades starting to make sense and make matter. Like, it is very cool when you start getting the lighthouses all working together. The lighthouse, you see, increases the drop rate of items in its vicinity by 50%, but it stacks, so you can get, 10 of these guys all surrounded in the same place and magically poof a whole bunch of new material that you've been desperately waiting for. And it's things like that that made the game fun for me, was trying to find out these cute little mechanics that are 100% necessary, but you don't know about them before you go in. I think one of the only real issues that I had is the in-game isn't like super mapped out. You can spend some time wandering your way through the void, trying to collect void steel and melting that and also creating cosmic steel out of it. This is where the game gets back to being grindy again because a lot of these in-game materials take a lot of production in order to get working. And another problem I had is, like, in order to really progress through the mid-game, you have to create a fantastic farm of marketplaces to hopefully get some of the mid-tier to late-tier loot to spawn, or you can just buy them off of the merchant. And this is never a problem because at this time period you have plenty of money, you just don't have the resources that you need to get to the final levels of your gear. And unfortunately, this didn't seem super rewarding to cheese the system like this, unless that was what it was meant to be done. Because you can find almost all of the in-game loot that you need to progress just by having 6 or 7 of these things going at one time. But overall, I would say this was a good game. I wish it wasn't $20. That is my biggest complaint about the game. I think it's not necessarily worth that much. If you can get it, I know I always say on sale, but if you can get it for somewhere around $12, I think you'll be extremely happy and you'll have a good value. Maybe if he adds more content to it later, I would feel better about the $20 price tag. But at the moment, I think it's a bit high. Anywho, if you like that, go ahead and forge yourself a new like button. And if you didn't press the subscribe button, and let me know. I only listen to people who don't like my content if they're subscribed. At least that's what I tell people. I'm rambling.